Identity Under Construction. Episode 8. Dress for Their Approval, Not My Truth. I was 5 years old when my mother entered me into a beauty pageant in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. For her, it was an exciting opportunity. For me, it felt like being forced into a role that never fit. I was a tomboy through and through. I loved being outside, getting dirty, and doing my own thing. Dresses made me uncomfortable. They never felt natural to me. Even at 5 years old, I knew I didn't like wearing them, but I didn't feel like I had a choice. The pageant wasn't something I wanted. It was something that was decided for me. Looking back, it felt like my mother wanted the experience more than I did, almost as if she was living out a dream through me. The more excited she became, the more trapped I felt. The preparation was stressful. There were endless photographs, outfit changes, expectations, and pressure. I remember not cooperating because I didn't want to participate. I remember my father getting frustrated and yelling at me. Nobody seemed interested in why I didn't want to do it. The focus was on getting me to comply. Then my mother invited family members to come watch the pageant. Suddenly, this wasn't just an event. It became a performance in front of an audience. The pressure grew even bigger. Ironically, the best parts of the trip had nothing to do with the pageant itself. I loved staying at the hotel. I loved swimming in the pool. I loved seeing family members and spending time with them. Those are the memories that still make me smile. But the pageant? I hated it. I didn't connect with the other girls. I didn't enjoy competing. I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to keep changing outfits and pretending to be someone I wasn't. Every part of the experience felt unnatural. Every part of me wanted to be somewhere else. As a child, I didn't have the words to explain what I was feeling. I only knew that something about it felt wrong. I wasn't expressing myself. I was performing a version of myself that made other people happy. Years later, I can see that this wasn't really about a beauty pageant. It was about identity. It was about being taught that fitting expectations mattered more than honoring my own truth. The lesson stayed with me long after the crowns, dresses, and photographs were gone. One of my earliest memories was learning what it felt like to abandon my own comfort so someone else could feel proud. The crown wasn't heavy. The expectation was. And sometimes the most difficult part of growing into who we are is recognizing all the ways we were taught to become someone else first. Before I learned who I was, they handed me a costume and called it identity. Looking back, I realized the beauty pageant was never about winning a crown. It was one of the first times I learned what it felt like to disconnect from myself in order to meet someone else's expectations.